Today we're going to show you how quick and easy it is to use Flowcoat. Flowcoat is a top coat. It's got some wax in there, so the wax raises to the surface and makes it the resin tack free. So you might use Flowcoat in transoms if you've got some marine ply, you've glassed it up, and then you might cover it with Flowcoat. You might have an engine bay that you want to just paint out, make neat and clean, scuff it up and clean it up, and then you can use Flowcoat. So lots of uses. If you've got hairline cracks in your hull or your boat, you can just grind a small groove where the crack is and paint some Flowcoat through the cracks and then sand it back and finish it off. For this, we're going to pretend this is a transom that's been glassed up. The glass is very rough and can potentially draw blood, so we're going to cover it with a nice protective layer of white Flowcoat, and that'll show you how easy it is to mix and apply and get your project off the ground. So we've got this tin of Flowcoat. Again, you've got a QR code where you can download the technical data sheet if you need more information. We give it a quick stir up to make sure everything's nice and mixed through. Now this is a lot heavier than resin, and so we're going to weigh this out. So it's 2% by weight. And so we're going to put 100 grams into using my wife's kitchen scales. So I'll put 100 grams just to make it easy to work out. You can also do a teaspoon test to see how quickly you've got to work it, because temperature really affects the working time that you've got for Flowcoat. If it's a hot day, you can put less catalyst in and have more working time. If it's a cold day, you might want to increase the catalyst to 2.5%. So we've got 100 grams there. This is an MEKP system. Again, you need to be very careful. You don't splash this around. It's always a good idea to wear gloves and safety glasses as well. So we're going to use the scales, give us 2%, or you can, I've put 3% in, which means it'll go a lot quicker. It's a bit cooler this morning here today. So you mix it through thoroughly, trying not to get any air bubbles and getting right to the bottom of the cup. It's a good idea if you transfer from your mixing cup into a cup that you can decant from. That means you know you've got everything mixed through. So I'm going to just transfer this material over to this cup, and that means I know everything in this cup has been thoroughly mixed through and there's no uncatalyzed resin in there. Take an old paintbrush, just dab it in and give it a nice thick surface to cover all those shards of fiberglass. All the waxes will come to the surface and it will be a nice smooth job. Try and feather out all the ridges, and it's advised to have a nice thick coat. One of the problems that people do is they put it on too thin and it doesn't give enough space for the wax to get to the surface. Have a nice generous coat and you see pinholes there in the job. Make sure you get those pinholes covered. Any air holes. This is quite thick. This is the brush variety. You can get a spray variety if you ask your supplier to order it in for you. There's a really thick blob of fiberglass strands there. We'll just give an extra coat just to see if we can get okay. And that's as easy as it gets. Then if you wanted to, you can sand and polish that up, but as is, resistant to salt water, to sun, and really ideal for all marine applications. All the best with your project.